So yeah, I had to explain something that happens to me usually. When I'm tired or really stressed out, most times it's my voice that actually shows it. It doesn't show on my face, it doesn't show on my body, but my voice would definitely say, "Hey, dear, we're tired." Yes, we are. But I'm good. All right? For those of you who are wondering, is she under the weather? The weather is under me. I'm standing on top of the weather. Oh my goodness me. All right, so I'm Constance Mega. So in case you're wondering, who's that person talking? Did they play a new person? It's me, oh. It's me. Leave the voice. We're good. Let's talk for development. All right? Nigeria is a great nation. Nigeria is a beautiful place. And in as much as the economy is acting like somebody is dragging it to slaughterhouse, like Nama, we are fine. So there's something that some state governors or governments have adopted and they have sustained it. And that is the work from home policy. Work from home. Of course, you already know what that means. Some people call it remote work. Some call it hybrid work. However the schedule is, it basically means you do your work from the comfort of your home. Especially at this time where the pump price of petrol has actually skyrocketed. Because at 1,000 naira, that was a huge leap. And then now it's over 1,000 naira. The 1,000 naira did not even last for one day. Because if the same day it was 1,000, it jumped to over 1,000. All right. So the Lagos state government, they've actually had this going on for a while now. And after the recent increase in the pump price of petrol, they said, hey, you know what? Let's continue till the end of the year. All right. Let's have our workers, work from home till December, 3rd December 2024. So they actually have the grade levels 1 to 14. They are the ones who are allowed to work from home for 2 days in a week. And then those of them who are in on grade level 15 to 17 would work from home for 1 day in a week. So I had a conversation with a friend who's a big man, and then he was telling me how he's also started something like that for his workers. He said, I'm just looking at the way the economy is, and I just wonder how my workers are managing. Even if I increase their salary, which I have done over and over, but then it still bothers me. So that means I pay them the money, increase salary, they go and spend everything on the road that they are entering motor to come to work. And a lot of them come from far places. So we've decided that some of them will have to work from home for some days or weeks, as the case may be, depending on their level. So that way we can reduce the pressure on people. Remote work. We're still in the days, right, actually, where people see someone who wakes up in the morning, you're on the road, you tell neighbors bye-bye, and they see you are leaving, you're going to work, and then you come back in the evening. People see you as a hardworking person. They feel like, yes, that person is employed. That man has a business. That person, But really, I don't necessarily want to say gone are the days, because gone are not the days. Gone are not. Not gone are the days. We're still in those days. People go to work and they have to work within that time frame. They call it 9 to 5, right? For some people, it's 8 to 5 or whatever the schedule is. With the COVID-19 pandemic, the world changed, including Nigeria, where it looked as though, oh no, this kind of thing is not possible here. It's in the abroad that they used to do this kind of thing. Even if it's possible, it's not for government establishments. It's for the private sector. In fact, for the big private sectors, they're the ones who can do that. Never say never. And so the COVID-19 pandemic showed us possibilities that we never thought were possible. And we actually started doing it. And it became a normal thing for some people. Right? So then, there are still so many people who do not still understand how someone can actually do office work without being physically present in the office. There are still some bosses who cannot understand it. Which one is work from home? People will not be sleeping in your house. Yeah, there are still people like that. But I've already talked about the fact that the COVID-19 pandemic broke that barrier and showed us possibilities, that we have to adopt this idea of remote work, especially in the digital and tech industries. Now, there are so many other jobs that people didn't actually think that maybe they could do the remote work thingy, but they still found a way around it. So I'm saying all of these things. I'm saying all of these things to say, or more like to ask, should organizations, perhaps every organization, adopt work from home policy? Should everyone adopt it? Should it now become like maybe not a law, but should organizations be mandated to adopt a work from home policy? Because if you feel like people showing up at work physically is how you can account for their what's the word? You can account for how they are hardworking or their productivity. When the job is not like they have to come and mix flour for bread. It's not like that. We're talking about work that requires you using a computer, most especially. Even for those of them who have to, for those of them in those kind of industries, they have their shift kind of schedule where it's not the same person that would come every day to come and mix the flour, for the bread, if you know what I mean. But I'm asking, should all organizations, I'm adding all so that, I can really drive home my point. Should every other organization, should it be a general thing that organizations should adopt the work from home policy? All right. In Zamfara State, they're also doing it. And so you wonder, which states cannot adopt this? Private organizations, public or government-owned organizations. So that's basically the conversation we're going to be having at this time, and I would like to hear from you, all right? So I've really taken my time to talk. The voice is good. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. I'm going to have to stop calling the number because I know I can't take any call right now. So you can send me a message via WhatsApp to 0809 030 6416. All right, 0809 030 6416. And then you can send a message as well. Get on our Facebook page and let's hear from you. Nigeria Info 92.3. So get on there and drop your comments. What do you think? Should every organization adopt a work from home policy at this time? We'll go on a commercial break, and when we come back, we're having this conversation, all right? Just stay tuned. Okay, so it would be nice if I actually take more calls than reading messages. Oh my goodness me. All right, so let's hear from you now. All right, back to the question I asked earlier, and I'm still asking, should all organizations adopt the work from home policy? 0817 923 0002. And of course, for what's it called now? Facebook, it's Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. All right, so get on there and I'll read your messages. Well, let's take more calls. So I'll take one and then we'll go for the headline news. Okay, so we have JJ calling from PH Town. Hello, JJ.
Good evening, my sister.
Good evening, sir.
Straight to the answer to your question, I'll say no.
Okay.
I thought we would have taken advantage of the COVID then, but we didn't learn anything. Teachers, for instance, we need to go to the classroom. For us. What about medical doctors? They work from home, right? There are several, like you now, you cannot even work from home now. Or they will carry the antenna, the broadcasting, and
I can work from home. Oh.
How?
I don't necessarily have to be on air though, but what we've done, someone has done that before in our Lagos office. It's been done before though.
That before, when government talk, there are several works you cannot do from home. You can't. I even challenge like you can't even do this from home right now. So there are things that you can't do from home. Medical doctors, teachers, you, broadcasters, you have to come here. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So he thinks I can't work from home. He doesn't know that there are days I actually get to work from home. I not only do OAP duties here. All right, there's many other things I do. But there are other things I do. So this is just one arm of the things I do. So I can actually work from home. All right, so let's make way now for headline news. And after that, I'll be back here and I'll take your calls, all right? Do stay tuned.
Stimulate. Are you up to date with ideas for sustainable development?
92.3 Nigeria Info serves you opportunities
to ask great questions,
contribute solutions,
and transform society for the better.
I'm listening. Are you?
3.
Headline news.
All right, here are the headlines. Rivers NLC calls for flexible work arrangement for civil servants. Commercial drivers in Rivers State express concern over impact of petrol pump price hike. Parents express worry ahead of resumption of schools. EFCC returns over $180,000, 53 vehicles stolen by fraudulent Nigerians to Canada. On the foreign scene, 14-year-old boy, father, appear in court for murder of 4 people in a Georgia high school. We'll bring you details in the 6 p.m. bulletin. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Constance Mega.
Are you up to date with ideas for sustainable development?
92.3 Nigeria Info serves you opportunities
to ask great questions,
contribute solutions,
and transform society for the better.
I'm listening. Are you?
connect you to the world. We connect you to vicinity. We are Nigeria Info.
Listen to me. I said this is a real situation and the government has to do something about it.
What are you trying to insinuate? All these people looting Nigeria's money?
This is Nigeria Info in the heart of Nigeria.
92.3.
We are Nigeria Info.
On your number one talk station.
You get a daily dose of news trends.
Crisis averted in aviation sector after aggrieved unions suspend strike.
Intense conversation.
She's among the ICPC board members. Oh. What has she experienced in life 20 years with a doctor girl? She is there because she has level.
Sports and news to keep you updated all day and every day.
Join the conversation on your number one talk station.
Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Okay, welcome back. So I'm talking about the work from home policy, and I'm basically asking if it should become a normal thing now for organizations. Like, should organizations adopt this as a norm for them? We are all seeing what's going on. The pump price of petrol is not what it used to be. And a lot of people right now, this means their salary will suffer. Salaries that have not increased or that have not been increased in the past couple of years even. And the prices of things, transportation especially, keep going up. And now it's really, really bad. So what do you think? It's already in our news though. NLC is calling for this. Let's have a work schedule that is flexible for workers. That's part of the whole remote work policy. So you could have a flexible work plan or schedule. Should that become a norm now for organizations? Should every organization adopt this as their pattern? Yeah, we could say work from home. You could call it flexible work schedule. You could call it remote work. Whatever it is called. But it is to ensure that people are not showing up at that office every day and spending money on transportation. I'm taking calls, so I'd like to hear from you. 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0002. So at this point, I would appreciate more calls than the messages, because I need to rest my voice at least before the 6 p.m. news. Unless someone is coming to relieve me. Relieve the listeners as well. Oh my God. It is well. Is this Avalanche?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Is your name Avalanche?
Yes, I am the Avalanche.
Like really, that's your name or what your friends call you?
That's my name, Avalanche.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge. Go on, sir.
Thank God. Now, to answer your question, it is not going to be possible for every organization to allow for this differential work pattern.
What makes you think so?
It is only possible in government organizations, but especially the civil service. They are non-productive workers. They just go there to earn salary. If it were to be companies that are productive, it would not work because you must be present that your output must show.
Really?
So it's a serious problem. It's only in government organizations that it can be come today, stay 3 days, don't come again. It will not work any other place. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Wow. A bit. Okay, I'm surprised that for people productive, they must be there in the office. Oh my goodness me. I have a friend who worked from home for a very long time. A very long time. Before she eventually quit and had to, focus on other things. And she was really busy. All you need is to ensure that you have data. If you have data, yes, you have your deliverables. And it is showing because they demand it of you. And you definitely show proof that you're working. So if you think that if people that work from home means go home and sleep, now you're missing it. You're missing it. Hi, Wisdom from SAS Road.
Yeah, good evening, Madam Constance.
Good evening.
So sorry for your voice. If it's any organization that can adopt that system or that pattern, let them go ahead and do it because the transportation thing is no longer a child's place. So anyone that they can adopt, let them go ahead and adopt it. I think it will work.
Okay. Thank you very much, Wisdom. Real Gift from PH Town. Go on.
Good evening to you, my lady. Well, for me, it's a good idea, I agree. Certainly not in all cases. Except we are talking of establishments like your own and some other. What about render service? What happens? Render, can you start establishing that? Of course, you have to be there. Here you have to work from home. Consider the cost in terms of the data you will use, especially looking at the Nigerian version of the data. Yeah, sometimes you load file before they don't break, so we don't finish. So what happens then? And in any case, we have to work from home. Is it the bill for the company or you as an individual? So that we will now know that, okay, because the company is now taking care of this side, maybe that money you go spend for transport, that you go use to augment yourself or to augment your salary. But if I am the one to still buy the data, the Nigerian type of data, it depends on the proximity between my home and the work. I go prefer to trek, go work, because I know what I go for, than to buy data from Nigeria, where I know say before I go drink water, I keep the cup safe. The data don't finish.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Real Gift. Okay, we have Round Face. Round Face says, good afternoon. Indeed, the work from home or work at home will be okay, if not the high transportation fares will finish the salary, not to talk of paying bills like school fees and other bills. General Round Face from Rumekini. All right. Emeka from Elele Alimini. Hello.
Hello.
Please go on.
My dear sister, good evening. My name is Emeka Lezi.
Go on, sir.
Okay, you are talking about someone working from home. Is the thing applicable to security agency? So I don't know where Nigeria is heading to. Because of the problem of fuel, that is the only problem of this working from home. And they don't want to solve the problem of fuel price. It's high time we call the people that are not in order. What kind of problem is this in Nigeria? We are keeping calm for them. We are not demanding for much. Just ordinary thing that we are demanding. They are treating us as if we don't know what we are doing in this country. when they came on board, 2023, they removed subsidy. And they told us that the money for subsidy, they will use it to maintain the refinery, and the refinery will be working. It's up to 1 year and 3 months now. No refinery, no fuel, nothing. And now they want to put Nigeria in a tight corner. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, I see your advice. I'm going to do that. Thank you very much. So someone here says, yes, every organization should adopt work from home, because considering the fuel price brutal assault on Nigerians, it is quite unfortunate that Nigerians are going through this hike, compounding challenges that they're already facing. Federal government should fix our refineries to work at full capacity. Owanate, Clinton West. All right. Thank you very much. Tonya here says, it depends on the type of job, but there are several jobs people cannot do from home, as it's no form of work plan can resolve the issues except the energy crisis is being addressed. Dave says, it's a very good initiative, but it will be counterproductive in some organizations and some departments. Imagine if Echuku reading news from home. It's a welcome development where it is achievable, though. Yeah. It depends on the size of the organization and the nature of your job. You can only work from home if your job is digitized. Cleaner cannot work from home. Security guard cannot work from home. Driver cannot work from home. Ogwo Johnny Justice. Driver can go home, actually, because they're not driving anybody. Anyway, but cleaner, clean once and go home, because people are not in the office. Anyway, no, but it can actually be done for the cleaner. It's just to have the cleaner not clean every day, right? So the cleaner can clean 3 times in the week instead of every day. The days that you have more people at the office, that's the day the cleaner should show up. Okay. Let's see who's here now. Someone is asking, how can a company that has to do with loading and offloading work from home? Please, our government should reduce the price of commodities in the market. That's all. Onyenucheya Stephen. Okay. All right. We have Samuel. Samuel is calling from where now? Is calling from Abia State. Hello, Samuel.
Yes, based on what is happening, what we are talking about in the radio now, it's very, very appalling that a Nigeria that is producing barrels of crude that you can use in producing as thousands, millions of oil. Now we are meant to suffer on it, which God created, giving us just in a platter of gold. It's very, very appalling. We are really crying. Look at how we are suffering. Now the present government wanted us to start working from home. That is the next step. I say, how come everybody should go to home? Everybody should go home.
The government did not say people should work from home. Oh, I'm the one asking.
Okay. Now, the board of convention is that I believe working from home is not meant for everybody, because we have drivers. Driver cannot go home and sit. Hereby, he always has going and coming back. In the other way around, some private sectors are working. How can they be to work from home? It's a question of maybe some sectors in the federal government, mainly on the local government sector, that they can be able to use their phone and they do one of them in their home. Maybe they may even go once and come back because of the fuel problem. So that is the thing. So my sister In fact, I don't know exactly what to say. It's just God to come for intervention of this problem. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. And while God is coming to intervene, we can actually start something. And working from home could be part of it. Now, there are some jobs where they might be claiming that we cannot do work from home, or we cannot do a flexible work schedule because everybody has to be here. But if you really sit down and calculate well, you know that job, people can do shifts. You can actually decide to say, okay, you and you come today. You and you come tomorrow. Or you and you will not come tomorrow. You can actually do that. You can share it. It's just that, people are so used to whatever is traditional. They don't want to let go. If you're coming to work, you have to come to work. Why will I not pay you? The days that you don't come, am I not going to pay you? But if you are looking at your worker beyond, they're working for me, you must deliver for me, and actually see that person as someone who is also a stakeholder in your organization, and they have an input, and that input requires them to be in the right frame of mind, in the right frame of physical health, to do the work. Then you won't be concerned about, I beg you, they should all show up here when I was their age. Because while you're there thinking that, no, what are they even discussing in that restaurant? My friend, change it. Put Cool FM. Let's listen to music. Oh my God. Because if you see these boys, I'm going to tell to do what? So who will now? Or you can actually tell yourself that you can calculate well. Check where they are all coming from and find out what can be done to reduce the pressure on them. You can do that. All right? It could just be one more extra day off. It could just be that. They might not be able to work from home. They can just take one more day that they will have to do minus today's transport fare again. And you know it's possible. So you think about it and see how you can implement that in your work or your organization. I can still take a few calls so that I won't have to be talking plenty. I'm trying to dodge reading messages, actually. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, sister, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Mr. Sam, and I am calling you from Woji, Federal Housing Estate in Woji, Port Harcourt.
All right, go on.
First of all, let me register my strong appreciation to your views. Your views are very, very brilliant and serve also as sources of education. But there is an aspect that I just want to briefly talk about. The society is not complete. The sector is in pain. If the transportation sector is not efficient and active, even those working at home or working from home will not be comfortable. Certain essentials cannot be supplied from home. I am aware of the existence of online stores where purchases can be made. Just as you're broadcasting today, I am also making my own contribution from this end. Others will also do theirs from wherever they may be. But the society will be destroyed somehow if the transportation sector is not working. There are several sectors that cannot work. People cannot do certain things from their houses. You can't drive the car from your house as a driver. A lot of people even who do menial jobs. So the idea thing is that our government should wake up. Our leaders are too wicked. They should wake up and drop their wickedness and make fuel available so that at an affordable rate for the satisfaction of everybody. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Everybody cannot be satisfied. Forget. That's so life be. I think I mistakenly caught the call I was supposed to pick now. Lord have mercy. Obed, please call me back. Thank you. Someone is asking if I was bitten by a bug. What bug? The bug of... I'm fine. I'll be good. If you are saying people should work from home and people no longer use transport services, then how will transport workers get money to feed their families? And any Kenichi from Worry. And any Kenichi, it's not that deep. It's called a flexible work plan. It doesn't mean everybody go home and work from home. It doesn't work like that. So what I'm calling for, what I'm asking is if every organization can look at their schedule again, look at their workers and see how they can help to reduce the pressure. Because you might be there sitting, no, it's federal government that we have to change the pump price of petrol so that it will come on. Did they come and take permission from you when they increased the pump price? They did not tell you, just woke up to hear, adjust pump price. And everybody started adjusting everything from pump price to transport fare price, to transport price, to every price. Okay, I can't take any more calls. Do I have 5:55? Yes, I do. All right, thank you everyone so much. Thank you for being a part of Hard Facts today. My voice is wonderful. I'll be back here tomorrow on, what's the name of the show now? Midday Cruise. It happens 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I hope my voice will be back so I can have that show. All right? And then by Monday, I'm also back here on Hard Facts. Constance, go home. God bless you.
Nigeria Info. Nigeria. I'm listening.